We're joined now by the head coach of UC Irvine, Russ Turner. Russ, I know Colin Velp, unbelievable tonight, 31 points. We'll talk about him in a second, but I would imagine this is a win that you guys can feel good about. To beat a good team like this and to do so by so many, that made a statement tonight, I thought.
Yeah, I'm proud of this performance for our team. You know, Eastern Michigan is known as a very difficult team to play because of their style, both with the way they press and the way they continually zone. We were shaky at times in the first half with 12 turnovers, I think, but in the second half we got it flowing a little bit, and it was fun to watch Colin do what he did because he scored a bunch of shots, but he took only good shots, and he got 4 assists, I think, and really was like a point forward in our zone. And in our zone offense, that was cool because we knew he could do that. He was a big part of our win against them last year, but that was a breakout performance for him.
Yeah, I mean, what's your reaction to what you saw from Colin tonight? Because we remember the Big West Tournament Championship game. He had 23 points. It was in many ways like his coming out party. But tonight, this was as dominant of a performance we've seen from any UC Irvine player in a long time.
Well, when a team's committed to zone, Colin's going to be able to do something like that because you don't have a man on him all the time, and he's very smart and he's very skilled. I thought our other players did a great job of finding him. You know, we made the game look easy at times in the second half just by doing the things that we do and that we said we were going to do. So I'm not surprised with Colin's performance. You know, I wouldn't play zone against him very much, but he's also a very difficult guy to guard man-to-man because of his ability to post up. Fans here are going to enjoy watching him through the course of his career. I've gotten to see a lot of that in practice.
Yeah, we see you mentioned the turnovers tonight, but we also saw 20 assists by your team, 2 straight games, 20 assists on 28 makes. You guys share the ball really well. How do you feel about the way your guards are coming along in that sense and just how good your ball distribution was tonight?
Well, we're getting better. I mean, I still don't feel like we're anywhere near as good as we can be and maybe should be still at this point because I've got a bunch of veterans, and sometimes they want so badly to play well they get sped up, and I don't think we have very many travels tonight. That was nice to see. We had a few. Jerron had a couple in the first half, but we've been working really hard on our fundamentals of ball handling, and when we pass it, unselfishly, I think we usually do that. We pass it unselfishly, and we're willing to do something to set the next thing up, like we showed some intelligence doing tonight against the zone. We're going to be able to get assists because every guy on our team can pass, and every guy on our team can finish. So I'm excited about what's still to come for this team, but as always they do in the media talking about the offense. The best thing to me about tonight was our defensive performance. We locked them down, and that's what their coach said to me after the game, was he's surprised at the level of defense we could play. That's the greatest compliment I feel like I can get right now because if we'll get better defensively, if we can defend the 3 better, if we can play without fouling, our rim protection is going to be good. And tonight we put a lot of that together.
By the way, I'm taking some of the credit for the travels because I started a travel tally tonight and didn't have a whole lot to write down. So maybe I should have started that a couple of games ago.
We got to count. Yeah, we've got to count on that. We still might be last in the NCAA on travels. I don't know. It's going to be close.
Big game coming up next week. You guys have a week to prepare for Cal Baptist.
Yeah.
I know it was a battle in Riverside last year. What's this next week going to be like for you guys? Coming off the long road trip, you play here tonight, and now you get a week to recharge and get ready for a big game.
Yeah, it's a good question. I think most folks don't know how hard our guys have to work just to stay on top of what they need to do academically. This is week 10 of the quarter, so it's a big week for us to finish strong in preparation for final exams. We've got some pressure, coming with grades being due and papers being due, and we got some work to do. We've got to get back into our routine, and when we've gotten a good routine, we've really shown the ability to improve in this program. And so I'm really hopeful over these next couple of weeks that we can get a lot better.
Special night. I know Scott Brooks honored here tonight. We talked about that in pregame. Anything else you want to share or shout out tonight?
Yeah, first about Scott. There's no guy who's shown greater pride in being an Irvine grad and an anteater than Scott. And so it's just so fitting that we're honoring him the way that we are. And I know that it means a lot to him, too, as a player to have your number retired. That's a special honor. So I'm happy for him, and I'm happy for everybody here that we did it. And I also want to give a shout-out to my man, Coach Frank Govard, him and his family. Frank's struggling right now, but he's been close to our team and close to all of us, and we couldn't be doing all the things we're doing without his support, and we're trying to honor him and the toughness he's shown with how we're performing.
Appreciate that, Russ. Thanks for the time, and congrats on the win.
All right, thanks, man.